Courtside for the pregame show and the call of today's game, here's John Hensler.
Good evening, Warrior fans, and welcome inside the Time of Grace Center. Back at it with more NACC tournament action coming up tonight. Have the Warrior women's broadcast. Last night they got a victory against Aurora, and they're on their way to Edgewood tomorrow night for the women's tournament semifinal matchup. Now we're on to the men's semifinal matchup here tonight. The Warrior men, the 2 seed, they take on Concordia, Wisconsin here tonight. Should be a really good one. These two teams played twice in the regular season. Each team got a win at their home gym. The Warriors won here at home all the way back in November. So when you look that far back, it's hard to take a ton of stock as to what that means now in late February. But the Warriors did handle their business. 93-73 was the final back on November 27th. So taking care of business and then some. A 20-point win against a team they have struggled against in recent years. The CUW Falcons got their revenge. This was not that long ago. It was the beginning of a 4-game road trip for the Warriors to end the regular season. They lost at our John Book Fieldhouse 102-94. Had a lead late in that game and let that slip, so the Falcons got an 8-point win, evening the season series at 1 apiece. CUW the 3 seed, Warriors the 2 seed, but the Warriors are co-conference champions. They got a win at the end of the year at Edgewood. That combined with a Benedictine loss on that Saturday put the two teams even at 16-4 in NACC conference play. The Warriors 19-6, Benedictine 20-5. Now, I did not know this, but I found it interesting when I was told this last night. My question was, with the two teams tied for first place, and the Warriors having beaten Benue here, and Benue having beaten the Warriors down at Benedictine, how was the championship, the 1 seed and the 2 seed, decided? I thought maybe common opponents or something like that. It ended up being a coin flip. That's how they determined the tiebreaker. I don't hate it, it's just kind of a weird way to do it. So they had a coin flip. Benedictine won the coin flip, so they end up the 1 seed, and the Warriors end up the 2 seed in the conference tournament. The other matchup to watch tonight, and we will keep our eye on it, number 1 Benedictine and number 5 MSOE. MSOE upset number 4 Lakeland on Tuesday, so the Raiders are at Benue. If the Warriors win tonight and Benedictine wins, the championship game would be Saturday at Benedictine. If the Warriors win and MSOE pulls off the upset, the championship game could be potentially here. I think on Saturday afternoon would be the agreed upon time. Saturday afternoon or Saturday night, that is TBD, but that would be the scenario where the Warriors would get 2 home games down the stretch here in the NACC tournament. We'll step aside, take a break. Coming back, we'll break down the action, get you some keys to a Warrior win. We're not too far away from starting lineups and opening tip, a little over 5 minutes away. This is Warrior men's basketball. Welcome back inside the Time of Grace Center. A little under 3 minutes away from getting this one tipped off. It is the men's NACC tournament semifinal action. The 2 seed Warriors, the co-champions of the NACC conference, and the 3 seed CUW Falcons here tonight. Appreciate you joining us online at WLCsports.com or on the Warrior app. John Hensler with you here as always, and as I'm sure you can see on our camera feed, a pretty good sized crowd filtering in here. I think we thought that was going to be the case when we were broadcasting the women's game here last night, but it has played out and then some. This will be the biggest crowd of the year. What you love about this circumstance is you've got 2 good teams, and you've got not that far of a distance between them. And CUW and WLC, I don't know if it's been spoken out loud, but in my time covering the Warriors over the course of 9 or 10 years, this has been the rivalry. This has been the game, whether it's here or in Mequon, that draws the biggest crowd. This has been the game once in a while where you get some good-natured trash talk going back and forth, both on the floor and off the floor. So when you saw that these were the 2 teams that were matching up tonight with a chance to get to the NACC championship game on Saturday, I think you hoped it would be a good atmosphere. We've already got it here. So the Warriors, for the first time in 18 years, are co-champions of the NACC conference, co or by themselves champions. It's been a long time. How have they done it? Outstanding balance. I would say that's number 1. Health is always a big factor. They have been healthy most of the year, and they just have great team chemistry this year. Sometimes that's an indefinable characteristic. Warriors, in my time here, have not had it some years they have, but all of the parts of this team seem to work together. You've got Andrew Brugink, the leading scorer in the conference, averaging a little under 24 per game. He also gives you 7 or 8 rebounds per game, plays good defense. He's a complete player. He should be the NACC Conference Player of the Year. But his 24, 25, sometimes 30-plus points a game, they don't come with a lot of work, if that makes any sense. It doesn't require him to have the ball nonstop, dribbling the ball, filtering everything through him. He will get his teammates involved, and he'll find his spots, and all of a sudden, without really even paying that close of attention, to look up and say, wow, Brugink's got 15. Where did that come from? So he fits in nicely with everybody else. You've got Andrew Wojcik here this year. He has been a great point guard, good defender, can get inside, can knock down the three. You've got Matty Farnell, a glue guy, a hustle guy. Farner will track down any loose ball. And then you've got a couple of guys that may be contributing at levels you didn't expect this year. Alex Van Crete has made leaps forward. Zach Zuliger off the bench, now in the starting five, back on the bench tonight. He has been very impressive. And Drew Bernhagen off the bench has been a guy you can count on to get 2 or above double figures almost every night as a super sub. So all of that working in tandem has helped this team become the kind of team they are this year, a co-champion in the NACC Conference. We'll step aside, take a break one more time. Tail end of the national anthem, starting fives, and opening tip. Basketball is next. This is Warrior Men's Basketball.
Attention to the American flag as we honor America and those who defend our freedom both at home and abroad with the singing of our national anthem performed this evening by Wisconsin Lutheran College sophomore Raina Nixon.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleam, whose rushes and bright stars through the
Center. John Hensler with you here. Just had the national anthem performed by our Warriors sophomore Raina Nixon. Did an outstanding rendition, so that sets the table even further as more and more fans filtering in here for what should be a fun night. Winner on to the NACC championship game on Saturday. Get your starting fives. We'll start first with the visiting Falcons. They come into tonight 17-9, 15-5 in NACC conference play, and they got a victory over Illinois Tech in the quarterfinal round on Tuesday. In the backcourt, number 2, Jared Jers. During my time working up in Sheboygan, I had a chance to watch Jers at Sheboygan Lutheran. He was tremendous there. He's been tremendous here. 6'2" sophomore from Sheboygan Lutheran. Number 4, Lake George, a 6'3" senior from Milwaukee. Number 12, Joey Zietlow, a 6'5" junior from Oak Creek. Number 15, Brandon Keller, another player I got to see a lot, calling Friday night games in Sheboygan County, playing in Plymouth. A 6'7" sophomore from Plymouth. And number 24, Jordan Johnson, a 6'6" junior from Cedarburg. Again, it is Jers, George, Zietlow, Keller, and Johnson. Head coach is Sean Cassidy in his 13th season at CUW. He has a very impressive record, 218-129 in his 13 years here for the Falcons. Now for the Warriors, as their video package is getting played here. It'll be number 3, Andrew Wojcik, a 5'10" senior from Brookfield. Number 11, I would put my odds on him as being the NACC Conference Player of the Year, not just because of the points he scores. He averages a little under 24 per game. That is number 1 in the conference, but he also gives you 7.5 rebounds a game, about a block and a steal per game. He distributes the ball. He's second on the team in assists, so he really does it all. 6'4" senior from Brookfield. Number 14, Matty Farner. Every team needs a guy like Matty Farner. He'll rebound the ball. He'll score a little bit. He gets to the free throw line. He nags you defensively in a good way if he's on your team, and he's also a guy who will dive on the court for any loose ball. Outstanding hustle guy. 6'3" junior from Muskego. Number 23, Alex Van Creet. A big reason this team has made a push this year as a conference champion has been his maturity and his development during the course of the year, especially in the second half of games. Watch for number 23. When the second half starts, he seems to flip a switch and get to a different gear. 6'3" sophomore from Green Lake. And number 24 in the starting 5 tonight, and this spot has rotated between Bernhagen and Zuliger. It's going to be Drew Bernhagen. He is in some kind of shooting streak right now where he is knocking down 50+% no matter where he's shooting from. A 6-foot-tall sophomore from Markesan. Again, Wojcik, Brugink, Farner, Van Creet, and Bernhagen. Head coach is Aaron Onenson in his 3rd year here for the Warriors. He has a career record of 39-36. This by far his best year in his 3 years. Should be noted, as we always do though, 9 seasons up in Sheboygan at Lakeland, a .600 winning percentage there. So the 39-36 may be a little bit deceiving in terms of overall career record at this level. And he took over for longtime head coach Skip Noon at the end of the 2016-17 season. This is the first time the Warriors have been in the tournament since that year, 2016-2017. That was Coach Noon's final year, so it's been a bit of a break. Meanwhile, CUW, they have been a team that's been in the tournament consistently over the course of the past decade and a half. 20 minutes on the clock. The Falcons in the away blues with white lettering and trim. Warriors in the home whites, forest green lettering and trim. Big crowd on hand here tonight. Could be in excess of 1,000 fans, and this will be the biggest crowd of the year at the time of Grace Center. Appreciate you having us with you. Hopping online on the stream if you can't be here in person. Matty Farner will tip it up, and the Falcons will send Brandon Keller to center court to tip it against Farner. Now, Warrior student section and the Falcons student section packed almost to the top over there. Tip is up, we're underway. And a loose ball right out of the gate picked up off the ground by CUW and Joey Zietlow. And they'll take the first possession, moving right to left in front of us. Jared Jers on the handle, picked up by Wojcik. Jers lost it, tapped away by Wojcik from behind. Immediately a 3-on-1 break. Bernhagen takes it all the way in for a layup. And quite a start here for the Warriors on the turnover. And fast break layup from Drew Bernhagen. 30 seconds into it, a 2-0 lead for the Warriors. Zietlow, handoff to Jers. Top of the key catch, it is Brandon Keller. Lake George curling down the lane, elbowing into Brugink. Shot up on the run off the mark. Rebound, Keller right up and in on the low left block. So CUW gets the game tied up at 2, about a minute gone by. Brugink into the front court, screen set high left, hard screen from Farner. Brugink down the lane, soft touch off the backboard, good. First 2 points for the conference's leading scorer. 4-2 lead here for the Warriors, a minute and change gone by. Bounce it to the paint, broken up and stolen. Second turnover forced by the Warriors. On a bust out again, Van Creet swooping in for the layup, and the Warriors have a 6-2 lead. 4 of their 6 coming on fast break opportunities, generated by good defense on this end. Jared Jers on the right side, 3-point line extended. Top of the key, Jordan Johnson behind a screen. Johnson, leading scorer on the team, 18 per. Johnson to the right side. Zietlow on the wing. Zietlow driving. Back outside after he's sealed off to Johnson. Johnson head fake on a 3. Gives it up to Zietlow, driving baseline, shot clock violation. The shot was blocked, but the violation, I think, came before that. Yep, it will be Warrior ball. So the Warriors up by 4 early. Just about 2 minutes gone by here. Big crowd on hand. It is the NACC tournament semifinal round. Winner on to the NACC championship on Saturday. You win that, and you're in the D3 NCAA tournament. Ooh, Bernhagen, nice shake in the lane. Fall away jumper, pure. Drew Bernhagen, little shake and bake in the lane. 8-2 lead, he has 4. Bernhagen's development, Van Creet's development, Wojcik's development have all been big parts of this Warrior season. Traveling violation on the other end as Johnson tried to take a run down the lane. Van Creet locked down defense, forced him to slide that foot in the lane. Well, it's real early. 2.5 minutes gone by, but you could not have dreamed up a better start for the Warriors, up 8-2. Pass inside to Farner, had a clean look, deflected from behind by Jared Jers. Quick hands from Jers. Otherwise, that would have been an easy layup. Baseline inbound here for the Warriors. Wojcik will trigger the pass in. 17:32 left in the first half. 8-2 lead for the Warriors. Wojcik lobbing it to Bernhagen, near wing on the Catalyst Court logo. Jers waiting on him, screen set high left. Bernhagen between his legs to the corner. Van Creet thought about a three, now he'll put it on the deck. Hand off to Bernhagen, 8 on the shot clock, and a reach on CUW. It's on Zietlow. First on either team here with 17:20 remaining in the half. Side out inbound for WLC. Van Creet will toss it into Wojcik. 8-2 Warrior lead. We'll keep our eye on the 1 seed Benedictine and the 5 seed MSOE as well. Winner of that game and the winner of this game, boy, Andrew Brugink, that is his bread and butter. Mid-range off balance, he makes it look so easy. 10-2. 4 now for Brugink. Jers top of the key, Zietlow on the far wing. More fans filtering in, and that CUW blue. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound inside, up, that's off the mark. Another loose ball. Lake George put back, won't go down, but he is fouled. And Lake George will be at the free throw line. When the Warriors won by 20 against CUW all the way back at the end of November, Lake George really kept this team in it. That 20-point discrepancy at the end of the game, maybe a little deceiving. Warriors blew things open late. We're in control, but not 20-point lead in control. Lake George in that game was fabulous. Offensively, defensively, especially getting steals and getting on a fast break. Misfired on the first free throw, one more on the way. Shot is up, and that rolls in. 10-3 lead for the Warriors, 16:45 and rolling here, first half. Wojcik into the front court. Zuliger is in for the first time. Zuliger, bad pass, broken up and stolen. Wojcik hustling back. Johnson in one. Now, Wojcik tried to get his hand in there, and I think if you're a fan watching that, you say, just let him have the layup. Wojcik tried to poke it away last second, and he was not going to be able to disrupt that. Jordan Johnson, 6'6", Wojcik's 5'10". And now you end up maybe giving up a 3-point play. Free throw for Johnson, well short. A rare miss there off the front iron, rebound Brugink. 10-5 lead for the Warriors. CUW stabilizing a bit. Drew Bernhagen defended by Zietlow, and then a whistle on Lake George trying to get around a screen set by Wojcik. It'll be the second team, first on George, and a baseline inbound coming up. Checking in for CUW is Grant Karsten, 6'3" freshman from Decatur, Illinois. And Lake George will exit. Wojcik will toss it in. Wojcik into Bernhagen, and he is hit from behind by Jers, and they'll call Jers on a push. Third team, first on Jers. Baseline inbound again, this time on the right side for Wojcik. Wojcik looking. Lobbing back toward the midcourt line, taken there by Bernhagen. Bernhagen top of the key. Left wing Wojcik. 10 on the shot clock. Wojcik down the lane, angling his body. Scoop shot no good. Rebound is collected inside by Keller. CUW on the move, down by 5. 4 minutes gone by first half. Oh, nice pump fake. Zietlow all the way to the rim, tried to reverse it, no good. Rebound Keller, up and in. Second time Brandon Keller's been able to clean it up inside. 10-7 now. CUW on a 5-0 run to get within 3. Pass from Brugink intended for Zuliger. Zuliger did not roll to the basket, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover. And we are going to reach our first media timeout of the night. That's us, or so they tell me. 10-7 lead for the Warriors. It'll be CUW ball when we come back. 30-second break. This is Warrior men's basketball.
Jimmy's.
Back inside the Time of Grace Center. John Hensler with you as always. Appreciate you hopping along at WLCsports.com or on the Warrior app. Big crowd, good atmosphere. It is the NACC tournament on the men's side. Semifinal round winners will go on to play on Saturday for the NACC championship and the automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. 10-7 lead for the Warriors, but CUW on a 5-0 run, and they'll get the ball here coming out of the timeout. See if we can get you an update from Ben U and MSOE. MSOE upset Lakeland up in Sheboygan on Tuesday. Boy, MSOE has an early 16-5 lead on Benedictine. Benedictine was ranked in the top 25. Oh, nice lob, but a miscommunication. Looked like that was on target, but Keller did not time the leap properly. Out of bounds turnover, Warriors will take it. When the Warriors beat Benedictine here back in January, Benedictine was number 21 in the country. They have not returned to the top 25 since that loss. Inside catch, Zuliger, no good. Ball tapped out and taken in the far corner by Keller. Zietlow, now Jared Jers across the timeline. About 5 minutes gone by here. 10-7 lead for the Warriors. Colin Biesterfeld getting set to get in. Behind a screen, Johnson lowers the shoulder into the chest of Zuliger. Outside catch, Zietlow for three. We are tied. An 8-0 run now for CUW. They have gotten their feet underneath themselves. Withstood the early blitz. Van Crete, free throw line, puts the brakes on. Flips it to the corner, caught there by Bernhagen. Plenty of time to shoot here. 15 on the shot clock. Bernhagen up on the baseline, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds by Zuliger. It will be CUW ball. So the Falcons on a run here. Biesterfeld in for Wojcik. Biesterfeld, another player that last year was a starter, accepted a lesser role this year coming off of the bench. He's been really solid off the bench. Good spot-up shooter, just all around. Does everything right. Is always in the right place at the right time. Smart player. Johnson hanging in the lane, no good. Back iron, rebound, Zuliger. Outlet pass to Brugge. Warriors have to get it going on this end now. 14-20 and running in the first half. Tied at 10. Oh, Brugge, pretty move in the lane, up with the left hand, and good. When in need, dial Brugge. Warriors had not scored in a while, and Brugge took it upon himself to break down the defense, get in the lane, and put one in with the left hand. 6 now for Brugge, 12-10 Warrior lead. Zietlow bodying up with Biesterfeld. The CUW guards are bigger than the Warrior guards, and you can tell they're trying to exploit that inside. Fall away, Johnson, pure. Tie game at 12 again, and that is now 4 for Johnson, averages 18.5 per game. Brugge hunting his shot now. Brugge will pull up just inside the arc, wide right, rebound loose. Van Crete up and in. Alex Van Crete on the trampoline underneath, puts the Warriors up by 2, 14-12. 13:30 and running here in the first half. Jers to the corner, Johnson. Johnson driving baseline, double team, finds an open shooter in the corner. Karsten for three, that rattles in. Wow, front iron, backboard, side iron, and in. And if you're a Warrior fan, you just say, well, not much you can do there. First lead of the night for the Falcons, 15-14. Biesterfeld will load up a three. That's halfway down and won't go in. Oh, man, what a turn that is. Karsten gets a three to hit every part of the rim, then Biesterfeld looks like he's going to swish one in, and it pops back out.
Work him up, Jordan. Work him up, Jordan.
12:45 left in the first half. Step back, Johnson, got it. He's eaten up. 17-14, 3-point CUW lead. Biesterfeld across the timeline, Brugge left wing. Brugge screen set to the right. Brugge driving, Brugge double team. Brugge cannot roll it in. Rebound taken by Johnson. No second chance opportunities right now after that one we saw from Van Crete. Not a lot since or before. CUW has been very good at cleaning up the defensive glass. Zietlow in the lane on the Warrior logo, throws one up, no good. Rebound Zuliger. Warriors down 3 with the ball. Spin move, Biesterfeld at the top for Zuliger. Handoff Brugge, screen to his right. Brugge looking in the lane. Zuliger shielded, gives it up to Van Crete, near wing. Van Crete open, free throw line, no good. Short, rebound taken by Karsten. Warriors are cold, 11:50 left in the first half, 17-14. CUW in front, and Jers is fouled in the lane, and he'll have a couple of free throws on the way. Shot did not go down. And I think we have reached another media timeout here, under 12. Yep. Couple of free throws on the way for Jers and the Falcons when we come back. CUW now in front, 17-14. This is Warrior men's basketball. Back inside the Time of Grace Center, John Hensler with you as always. Hope you're enjoying your Thursday night. Appreciate you tuning in. NACC Conference Tournament semifinal round. Warriors the 2 seed and the co-conference champions. CUW the 3 seed, and right now the Falcons have a 3-point lead and they have free throws on the way coming out of this media timeout. Warriors opened on a 10-2 run. Since then, a 15-2 run for CUW. And a chance to maybe add to it here with Jers, a very good free throw shooter. 11:49 left in the first half between MSOE and Ben U. MSOE up 21-11, 5 seed over the 1 seed. If MSOE wins that game, the winner of this game will be home for the NACC championship on Saturday.
Alex, I thought you were going D1. Alex, what happened? You were supposed to go D1. What's going on?
We've got one student over there really giving it. I think to a CUW, but I'm not sure. There's so many different students over there from CUW and WLC, but one loud student was giving the business to somebody. And after this media timeout, we've had an extended conversation now between the 3 officials about something. And now they will talk about that something with head coach Aaron Onenson. I don't think they're going to come up here. They never do. Or the Warrior coaching staff is hot about the call or maybe the free throws. I'm not sure why. That, to me, was always in the act of shooting. Colin Biesterfeld and Johnson are both having a conversation. Oh, this is the reason. Yeah, Jers has to shoot the free throws. For some reason, Jordan Johnson was at the free throw line. Well, there was no question about that. I'm not sure why that would have even been a conversation. There you go. Well, that was odd. Free throw for the lefty Jers is no good. 75% on the year. Now, you can see why they want Jordan Johnson. He is about 90% on the year, but 77's not bad. Second free throw for Jers is in. 1 of 2, 18-14. That was bizarre. 4-point lead now, a 16-2 run for CUW. 18-14. Warriors led 10-2. Have gone cold, and there's Lake George telegraphing a pass. He steps on the sideline, though. That would have been an easy lane on the other end. Fortunate break there for the Warriors. Lake George had done that a few different times in the 2 teams matchup back in November that we called, where he just anticipates that pass and is able to get it and go the other way for a dunk or a layup. Luckily for the Warriors, he stepped on the sideline there. Otherwise, he would have been gone. Inbound to Biesterfeld, and the Warriors will reset. Down by 4, Randy Johnson Jr. into the first time. Nice crossover from Johnson, trying to get inside, help defense who's there. Pass outside to Biesterfeld, went right past him. Turnover. In for CUW. For the first time tonight is Alex Antoni. 6'8" junior from Sheboygan Falls. A lot of Sheboygan products on this CUW team. Inside catch, Lake George working on Brugink. Shot is up, no good. Ball is tipped up, that's off the mark. Rebound cleared by Matty Farner. Warriors need to get something on this end. Down by 4, but have not scored in quite some time. 18-14 lead. Biesterfeld lobbing it in, turned over. Bad pass, Jers was there, another turnover. Wojcik and Bernhagen set to get back in. Jers on the near wing. Jers a step inside the arc, launching one to the corner. Way too much behind that. Out of bounds, turnover off the fingertips of Johnson. Zietlow will check in. Well, CUW's had a few chances here to really build this lead up, and they have not been able to cash in. Warriors need to take advantage of that. 10:44 to go first half, down 4. 18-14. But the offensive well has really dried up. See if Wojcik and Bernhagen can get it going again. Left wing catch almost turned over. Lake George is all over Bruging. Bruging fall away jumper off the rim, no good. Antoni with another rebound. Jared Jers, Lake George, top of the key, near side, open for three. Karsten way too strong and saved by Jers, jumping on the baseline, able to get it and throw it off the back of Wojcik. Tremendous awareness there from Jers. So it will be CUW ball, 18 on the shot clock, 10:18 left in the half. 18-14, 18's everywhere. 18-14 lead for CUW. And now another conversation between the two far side officials. Jers will inbound. Into Antoni. Karsten left corner. Picked up by Johnson. Johnson, a terrific on-ball defender. 8 on the shot clock for Lake George. George trying to break down Bruging. Hop step in the lane. Shot is short. Loose ball. Ripped out of there by Farner. And a whistle is going to go against Farner. Ooh, yeah, Warrior crowd not happy. Boy, I didn't see anything there. It's on Farner. Boy, I don't know. Looked like Farner had position, and the ball kind of just fell to him. I'm not sure what he would have done. But to be fair, I wear a Warrior polo, so, you know. Oh, nice inbound play. Right to the rim, layup good. Warriors, I think, got a little too concerned there with not loving the call. Zietlow walked down the lane on a backside cut for an easy layup. 20-14. It is now an 18-2 run for CUW. 9:40 left in the half. Baseline catch, Bernhagen open, got it, needed it. Bernhagen has 6, 20-16. Warriors within 4, 9.5 left in the first half. You can see head coach Skip Noon, or former head coach Skip Noon, 27 years as the head coach, now the AD. Coach Anundsen took over for him 3 years ago. Lake George traveled. Tried to hop around Bruging and hopped one too many times. It'll be Warrior ball. When you're as invested in the program as Skip Noon is, and he coached here, and when he retired, he was one of the longest tenured coaches for any level, D1, 2, or 3 in Wisconsin. Hanging shot in the lane, Bruging no good. Randy Johnson's putback rejected inside by Karsten. And now Lake George goes the other way. When you've got that kind of investment, you can tell on his front row seat over there, he is agonizing over every play. Shot inside, no good. Lake George offensive rebound up and in. Warriors need to do a better job of cleaning up the offensive glass. 22-16, 6-point CUW lead again. Big hook from Wojcik, high off the window, no good. And a whistle late is going to go against CUW. And Wojcik will be at the free throw line. Karsten the guilty party. Wojcik is a cool 95% at the free throw line. 49 of 52 on the year. 8:43 left in the first half. He missed it. Wow. Just his 4th miss of the year at the free throw line. Zuliger in, Johnson out. Right now it is Bernhagen, Van Crete, Wojcik, Zuliger, and Bruging. Second free throw for Wojcik, got it. 22-17, Warriors down 5, 8:40 and rolling. Jared Jers to Lake George. Zietlow in between the rings, picked up by Bernhagen. Zietlow steps inside the arc, handoff to George, spinning in the lane, shot is up and in, wipe it away, traveling violation on George. It'll be Warrior ball. Now the Warriors have been uneven offensively, and you've got to give credit to the CUW defense. The Warriors are the top scoring team in the conference. They average about 86 per game. They're at 17 right now with 8:20 left in the first half. Now a lot of time, but Bernhagen step back, that's off the mark. Rebound Zuliger, he pushed off maybe. Nope, it's on CUW. Ooh. The Warriors might have caught a break there. Baseline inbound here for WLC. But to get to 86, you've got to get to about 42-43 by the halftime break, and it just doesn't look like the Warriors have that kind of fluidity right now offensively. Got to give credit to the CUW defense. Warriors have missed some shots, but Falcon defense has been very good. Bernhagen open on the inbound for three. Oh, halfway down, no good, and there's a foul on Zuliger. Tried to crash in there. It is the first on Zuliger. That is the fifth team. 5 team fouls on each side. 8:11 left in the first half. 22-17 CUW. Antoni, near side catch Johnson. Johnson picked up by Van Crete. Takes him to the middle, up and under. Tried to get underneath him. Shot no good. And then a foul on Van Crete. It's going to be after the shot, so a baseline inbound here. Johnson put a series of moves on Van Crete, then misfired, and I'm not sure what Van Crete did there other than just standing, but there was contact, so it'll be on Van Crete. That is the 16th. Immediate timeout. We'll step aside. 7:55 left in the half. 22-17 CUW, and it'll be Falcon ball when we come back. This is Warrior men's basketball. Back inside the Time of Grace Center. John Hensler with you as always. Fun one here tonight. Huge crowd. It is the NACC tournament semifinal round. Winner on to the NACC championship on Saturday. The 2-seed Warriors trailing the 3-seed Falcons 22-17. It will be CUW ball coming out of the break. And in Benedictine right now, MSOE, the 5-seed, leading the 1-seed Benue 31-18. Now 31-20 with 5:19 left in the first half. If MSOE can win that game, the winner of tonight's game will host the NACC championship game. Warrior offense has been unable to find that same rhythm they've had all year. Some of that missed shots, a lot of that CUW defense. Yeah, Warriors knew that coming into tonight. The last game these two teams played, which was a loss for the Warriors at CUW at our John Book Fieldhouse, was a high-scoring game, 102-94 in regulation. Lake George fall away on the inbound off the window, good. Soft touch, 24-17 now. Warriors down 7. Wojcik circling back on the near wing. Wojcik, free throw line, he's open, and he is money from that spot. 24-19, 3 now for Wojcik. 7:30 left in the first half. Jers behind a screen, gets around Wojcik, leaves it for Johnson at the top. Deep 2 is halfway down, no good. Rebound Brugink. Warriors need to tighten that up and get it going on this end. Wojcik threading the needle inside, up to Brugink, top of the key. Bernhagen near wing, he has had a couple of near misses, halfway down and popping back out from distance. Brugink driving, shot rejected by Lake George. Rebound to Jared Jers. Johnson open, 10-footer, no good, short. Rebound, Zietlow up, that's off the mark. Loose ball, who wants it? Brugink digs it out. Warriors down by 5, 6:50 left in the first half. Wojcik on the baseline, Bernhagen. Right in front of the Falcon bench. Bernhagen, screen set high left, tried to get in between 2 defenders. It bounces right back to him. Wojcik, Bernhagen, top of the key, deep 3, got it. Drew Bernhagen in rhythm. Gets the Warriors to within 2, 24-22. And as I was saying the last trip or 2 trips ago, you just hope that the near misses don't hurt Bernhagen's confidence because he's so close, and you can tell, based on where he took that shot, his confidence is not hurting. And a whistle at the top here going against CUW on a moving screen. So the Warriors get it back down by 2. Karsten back in for CUW. Biesterfeld checks in for Van Crete. Brugink will inbound, chance to tie or take the lead again here for the Warriors. Bernhagen has 9 points, leads the way for the Warriors. He has been red hot. Wojcik on a hand check against Johnson. First on Johnson, 7th team, 1-1 now, and Wojcik will try to tie this game at the free throw line. Well, Wojcik and Bernhagen right now. Lake George has been smothering Brugink. Other Warriors have stepped up. Front end of the 1-and-1 for Wojcik. Got it. He has one miss at the free throw line tonight, which is like a shooting star. 95% at the free throw line this year. This one would tie it. He's hearing it from that Falcon student section. Got them both. Tie game, 24-24, 7-0 run for the Warriors. 6 minutes left in the first half. Jurors hand off to Johnson. Now Lake George, top of the key. One thing Lake George does not do is shoot a lot of threes. You can give him space at the top. Jurors spinning. Jurors deep 2 for the lefty Candid. CUW back up by 2. 3 now for Jurors. Wojcik across the timeline, handoff to Bernhagen. Biesterfeld open for 3, left wing, good. Colin Biesterfeld, the senior from West Bend, gets the Warriors back up by a point. First basket for Biesterfeld off the bench. He'll give you a 7 or 8 a game. Lake George on the near wing, picked up by Brugink. These two have been doing battle all night. 5:05 and running. Johnson left corner, met by Bernhagen. 10 to shoot. Johnson going to work. Deep 2, pull up. It is no good. Rattles out. Rebound Bernhagen. Bernhagen 3-on-2 break. Bounce pass. Wojcik. Layup is good. In transition, the Warriors execute beautifully. 29-26. 3-point Warrior lead. 4:45 left in the half. Warrior crowd calling for some defense here. Jared Jurors top of the key. Jurors down the lane, up, off the window, no good. Rebound taken by Zuliger. Zuliger handoff to Wojcik with 4:30 left in the half. Warriors up by 3. Bounce pass corner, Biesterfeld open. 3-ball, corner pocket, no good. Short rebound, Zuliger. Zuliger working inside. Zuliger up, off the window, in. 31-26, timeout on the floor, and the Warrior crowd on their feet. So this has been a game of runs. Warriors opened on a 10-2 run. CUW ripped off an 18-2 run. And the Warriors now on a 9-2 run, back in front by 5. Full timeout will step aside. CUW ball when we come back. This is Warrior men's basketball. Back inside the Time of Grace Center. John Hensler with you here. It is NACC tournament action, semifinal round. The winner on to the NACC championship game Saturday. 2-seed Warriors up on the 3-seed Falcons, 31-26. Well, not that long ago, the Warriors were stuck on 17 points, and we were talking about how good they have been this year offensively, averaging about 86 a game, and how that did not look probable given where they were with about 7 or 8 minutes left in the first half. Well, since then, they've cranked things up. Now up by 5, 31-26. Update from Benedictine. MSOE has a 33-24 lead on Benue, 2:44 left in the first half. MSOE the 5 seed, Benue the 1 seed, co-champions with the Warriors. Again, if Benue loses, winner of this game will be at home on Saturday night, NACC championship game. I believe Saturday night. I think the women's championship game will be on Sunday afternoon. And that rotates every year. CUW ball coming out of the break. Lake George near side for Jurors. Skip it to the corner. Karsten open for 3. In rhythm. Got it. 31-29. Second 3 for Karsten. Same spot. That one right through. The other one hit every part of the rim. Wojcik baseline catch outside Bernhagen. He's open for 3. Just kissed the front iron. Rebound taken inside by Keller. CUW can tie or take the lead again. 3:40 and running. Johnson in the paint, backing down Bernhagen. High off the window, rattles out. Loose ball, whistle before that against the Warriors, and that will put CUW in the 1-and-1. I think. Check that, it's on CUW. It's on Lake George. That's a big foul too, his second. So immediately CUW will go to the bench. And Braden Persinger will check in for the first time. Brugink to the free throw line, 1-and-1. Front end for Brugink is in. 32-29, 7 now for Brugink. Conference's leading scorer, the likely conference player of the year. Now, one question mark coming into the year was who is going to take over the scoring load left by Colin Kennedy, who was a guy that averaged about 23 or 24 a game, graduating last year. Well, the answer has been Bruging. It's been everybody, but Bruging, second leading scorer on last year's team, has filled that void. Gets them both, 33-29 lead. Jers, aggressive in the paint, backing down Wojcik, up and in. That is just superior size and strength for Jared Jers, 6'2" on 5'10". Got him isolated, backed him all the way to the rim. Wojcik on the other end using his speed. Biesterfeld in the corner. 3:05 and running in the first half. Warriors up 2. 33-31. 15 on the shot clock. Wojcik in the lane. Dump it off to Bernhagen. Takes a look. Head fake off the window. No good. Contact though, and Bernhagen will have free throws. The CUW crowd didn't like the call. Bernhagen 77% at the free throw line. And that was in the act. So 9th team foul, but this will be 2. Bernhagen looking to get in double figures. He would be the first on either side. Free throw is good. Bernhagen has been a guy around 10 points per game most of the year off the bench. He's averaging 9.8 per game, but recently he has been a guy more in that 15 to 18 per game range. Last 2 weeks of the season. Second one rattles out. It'll be CUW ball down 3, 2:50 and running in the first half, 34-31. Jers at the top for Keller. Right back to Jers. Johnson behind the screen. Inside catch, Keller working on Zuliger, up and under, can't get space, shot is up, no good, rebound Trevor Steedy. Steedy in for the first time tonight, another good spot-up shooter in Coach Anundson's arsenal. Biesterfeld, oh boy, that just launched and had way too much sauce on it for anybody. That was into the third row, turnover. So the Falcons will take it. 2:25 and running here, 34-31 Warrior lead. I think he just lost the grip on that one, had to. Uncharacteristic mistake by Biesterfeld, who, as we talked about, is just so fundamentally sound. Keller working on Zuliger, no good, but draws contact, and will have a couple of free throws. So Keller at the free throw line with 2:11 left. Keller has scuffled. 43% at the free throw line, just 39 of 90. Free throw for Keller, way off the mark. It's interesting, his shot doesn't look awkward. Looks confident, but once in a while a player will just get into a rut at the free throw line. It kind of becomes a thing. Second free throw, again, pretty much well off the mark. Rebound, Steedy. Warriors have numbers here if they want them, 4-on-2. Biesterfeld leaves it for Steedy. Now the Falcons are back, but they left Biesterfeld wide open for 3, no good. Back bracket. Now he'll take that shot 100 times out of 100, just didn't go down. Under 2 to go. 34-31, a beautiful pass. Keller at the rim, rejected by Bruging. He gets it back up, that's off the mark. More contact and more free throws on the way for Keller. See if he can get it going here. You can tell just the circumstance of the game and what's on the line and the big crowd, every call right now. Not pleasant to be in the striped shirt right now. Free throw is again gonna roll in. That took a weird careen off the front iron and in. How about Big John Bailey getting into this game with a minute 48 to go? We don't see a whole lot of Bailey. 6'10", tremendous size. Wojcik will come in for Steedy. Bailey, a 6'10" junior, played right down the road at Lutheran High School. Bailey, typically somebody we see if the Warriors have a lead late. Second free throw, that's gonna rattle in. Boy, somebody touched the net there. And no call on the Warrior bench, not happy. Somebody going up, anticipating a rebound, hit the net while that was still in the cylinder. And a crossover from Bruging against Persinger, that's a foul, and now Bruging will have free throws on the way. That is the 10th team foul. Double bonus now for Brugink. A lot of contact on each end now. Brugink has 8 on the night. Average is about 24 per. Free throw is in. Oh, the net's all kerfuffled on this end too. Bailey's going to fix that. There we go. We've got net issues. John Bailey at 6'10" just reached up there and pulled that right back down. I wish I could do that. Second free throw is good. 2 for 2, 10 now for Brugink. He matches Bernhagen for the game high. Warriors up by 3, a minute 35 to go. It's been a long first half. A lot of whistles. 18 total fouls. Johnson open for 3, got it. Well, you can't step under the screen and give him that look. Tied at 36. Johnson has 7. Wojcik, handoff to Bernhagen. Bernhagen turn and burn down the lane, tried to bounce it into Bailey. 2 defenders there steal it. Johnson on the other end working on Bernhagen. Keller top of the key, 105 and running. Keller outside catch Persinger, and now Johnson loading it up for Keller again. Keller working on Bailey, up and under, shot no good. Whistle on Bailey, and Keller has more free throws. Bailey trying to stick with him and get his coach a few minutes here. And we are going to have a timeout, I believe, by Coach Amundsen, as Keller will have free throws. Timeout taken. See if it's a 30 or a full. It is a 30. We'll step aside as well. Free throws for Keller when we come back. CUW and the Warriors tied at 36. This is Warrior men's basketball. Back inside the time of Grace Center. 59 seconds left in the first half. Warriors and Falcons knotted up at 36. Brandon Keller will have free throws on the way. When they come out of this timeout, they have reached halftime at Benedictine. MSOE up 34 to 31, so that is tightened up. MSOE had as much as we know as a 14-point lead. I haven't been watching it too closely other than a few updates here and there. But the biggest lead that we announced was 14. So the 1 seed Benue has made up quite a bit of ground before halftime. Free throw no good for Keller, so he's 2 for 5 now. Second free throw for Keller. Way short, long rebound though, taken by Persinger. Right, with a guy like Keller, who is not good at the free throw line, you've got to be ready for that rebound. Nobody in there for the Warriors. Johnson dancing on the outside, pushed by Biesterfeld. Oh no, traveling violation. Or not. Nope, it's a push on Biesterfeld. Shot went in, but they'll wipe it away. And it will be free throws here for Johnson. 48 seconds left. Now both teams in the double bonus. Free throw for Johnson is good. 1 point CUW lead. Isaiah Tennant in the game for the first time for CUW. Second free throw for Johnson in. 2 for 2. 2 point CUW lead. Warriors have led by as many as 8. CUW has led by as many as 5. Crossover, big one from Bernhagen to the corner. Biesterfeld wide open for 3, pure. Warriors up by 1. He's had a couple of open looks like that. He missed the previous one. He's not going to miss another one that wide open. 6 now for Biesterfeld. 25 seconds in rolling. About a 2-second differential between game and shot clock here, so the shot clock is not done. But CUW can take this pretty much all the way down if they want. Johnson on the right wing, 1 point Warrior lead, 39-38. Johnson dancing, stepping behind a screen, good, wiping away, traveling violation. Took a big step back, and it'll be Warrior ball. 10 seconds left in the half, and Zuliger's going to come and get John Bailey. Bailey really gave the Warriors 2 good minutes there. Again, not a guy that this year has seen a lot of minutes in critical situations, but this would qualify a close game NACC tournament semifinal round. And he brought his coach 2 quality minutes off the bench. Inbound to Brugink, 9, down to 8. Brugink with Tennant on him, he's got a size advantage. Brugink to the lane, behind the back, up off the window, good! 2 seconds, down to 1. Inbound, Karsten counts if it goes, no good. Well, Brugink recognized immediately the size mismatch with Tennant. and he took him right to the rack and laid it in. So at the end of one, it has been an entertaining game. You could not ask for much more. The 2 seed, the 3 seed, a big crowd, a rivalry game, and a 3-point game at halftime that's gone back and forth. It's beautiful. 41-38, Warriors up by 3. We'll break it down, get those first half stats, set you up for the second half, and we'll get one more scoring update. My guess is the Benedictine MSOE game will start their second half before we do, so we'll keep our eye on that. MSOE up by 3 right now, 34-31. It is 41-38 here. Warriors in front at the half. This is Warrior men's basketball. Back inside the Time of Grace Center, halftime here. Appreciate you joining us online at WLCsports.com or on the Warrior app. John Hensler with you as always. We've got a good one. Great crowd on hand. Rivalry matchup. Winner on to the NACC championship round. Can't ask for much more. A 41-38 lead for the Warriors here at the end of one. Get those first half stats. We'll start on the CUW side. They shot 44% in that first half, 14 of 32, 4 of 6 from beyond the arc, 66%. Tough at the free throw line, 6 of 13, just 46%. And in a close game, that's a stat you look at if you're a Falcon fan and say, we've got to get better there. Leading the way is Jordan Johnson. 11 points on 4 of 10 shooting, a rebound, 2 assists, and a steal in 18 minutes. Joey Zietlow has 5 points, 2 rebounds in 13 minutes on 2 of 7 shooting. Jared Jers has 5 points, 2 assists, and 2 boards. From what I've been told, I think going into tonight, Jers needed 6 assists to set a single-season CUW record. I think that's 6 from the beginning of the night, so he's got 2. He needs 4 more. Also has a steal in 19 minutes. Brandon Keller, 6 points, 6 boards, a steal, 16 minutes, 2 of 4 from the field, but 2 of 6 at the free throw line. His struggles there continue. And Lake George had 5 points, 2 rebounds, a block, and a steal in 11 minutes. Off the bench, Grant Karsten, the only player to score, had 6 points on 2 of 3 shooting, all from beyond the arc. 3 rebounds in 14 minutes. Alex Antoni did not take a shot, had a couple of rebounds and a block in 4 minutes for CUW. On the Warriors side, 15 of 31, 48% from the field, 3 of 8 from beyond the arc, 37.5%, 8 of 10 at the free throw line, good for 80%. 2 in double figures, 12 out of Andrew Brugink. He has 3 rebounds as well, an assist and a steal in the full 20, 4 of 9 shooting, has not taken a 3 yet. Lake George has been a reason why he's been so good on ball, and Brugink really has not had a clean look yet. You would think that would change. 4 of 4 at the free throw line, and then 10 from Drew Bernhagen, 4 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc, has a rebound, 3 assists, only 1 turnover, and a steal in 19 minutes. 4 out of Alex Van Crete. He is Mr. Second Half, though. We'll see if he cranks it up a notch or two. 2 of 3 shooting, a rebound in 12 minutes. 7 from Andrew Wojcik. Had 2 assists in the first half as well in 14 minutes. 2 of 3 shooting, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Off the bench, Colin Biesterveld, 6 points and a rebound on 2 of 5 shooting, all from distance. Zach Zuliger, 2 points, 5 rebounds in 12 minutes on 1 of 2 shooting in that first half. Points in the paint, Warriors have the edge there, 18-14. Points off of turnovers, 12-4 in favor of the Warriors. But second chance points is where the Falcons make that up 13-4. Fast break points, 6-2 Warriors. Bench points, 8-6 in favor of the Warriors. Rebounding, now this has been a stat that we have watched from our perch all year. When the Warriors out-rebound the team they're playing against, they are 16-1. Now, most teams, when they out-rebound the other team, are going to have a good winning percentage, but 16-1 is better than good. Right now, CUW has been pretty dominant on the glass, have a 23-15 edge at the end of the first half. They're up on the defensive rebounding, 13-11, but more importantly for the Warriors to adjust in the second half, it has been the offensive rebounds for CUW. They are up 10-4 in that category at the halftime break. So it all adds up to a 41-38 lead. We'll step aside, set up that second half when we come back after one more break. This is Warrior men's basketball. Back inside the Time of Grace Center, a few minutes from getting the second half underway, 41-38. Warriors have a 3-point lead, entertaining first half, back and forth, a game of runs early. It is the biggest crowd of the year. I would think we're pushing close to 1,000 in attendance here with the 2 rivalry teams and not that far in proximity from each other. About a, 20-minute, 25-minute drive from Mequon down to Wauwatosa. So we appreciate you joining us. It's been fun. It's been everything you want it to be. Warriors up by 3. Brugink and Bernhagen have helped lead the way, combining for 22 so far. I would expect Brugink to get more looks, depending on how good Lake George is on him defensively again, but he may have to initiate a bit more, take a few more challenge shots, but I think Brugink obviously will play a big part in this second half. Balance has been a big thing for the Warriors this year, and they need to stick with that, getting a lot of different guys involved. So 1 minute away from the second half getting started. They are underway between MSOE and Benedictine in the second half, the 1 and 5 matchup, and Ben U is on a run. And they are up, I think, for the first time tonight. MSOE, from my recollection and just clicking refresh here when we've had a chance, led by as many as 14. Well, now MSOE back in front by a point, 17 and a half left there, 37-36. Again, if MSOE wins, the winner of this game will host the NACC championship game on Saturday. Warrior women won here last night in the quarterfinal round. Warrior women the 3 seed, Aurora the 6 seed. So they are on to take on the 2 seed Edgewood at Edgewood tomorrow night. And those two teams split their season series as well. Warriors beat Edgewood here on the women's side when Edgewood was unbeaten early January. I think Edgewood was 12 or 13-0 in that game. And then in a game that had no real ramifications, the last regular season game of the year at Edgewood, the Eagles won by 2, 45-43. The only way the Warrior women would be back here is if they win. And I think Lakeland, I'll have to take a look at who is taking on Benedictine on the women's side. Benedictine, the 1 seed on both brackets in the women's tournament and the men's. The women for Ben U unbeaten in conference, 20-0. The Benedictine men won conference or got the 1 seed on a tiebreak with the Warriors, which was legitimately a coin flip. That's how they decided it. Right out the gate, down the lane, Bernhagen misfiring on a runner. CUW rebound, we're back underway. Falcons moving left to right in front of us here for the second half. Zietlow behind a screen, dump it inside, Keller at the rim, up and in. Good execution on the opening offensive set for the Falcons. They are within a point. 30 seconds into it. 41-40. Bernhagen in the lane, bouncing to the baseline. Maddie Farner, hesitation, up with the left hand and coaxed it down right against Keller's chest. First bucket for Farner tonight, 43-40 lead for the Warriors. Jers outside catch, Zietlow in rhythm for 3, wide right, no good. In there for the rebound, Alex Van Crete. Warriors go the other way. Up by 3, Wojcik surfing inside, outside for Farner. Hand off to Brugink. Brugink spinning on George, hanging, shooting, no good short. Boy, George has been really frustrating Brugink tonight. Johnson steps into a 3, got it. And we are locked up again. In transition, they lost Johnson. He pulled up from about 30 feet. No doubt about it. 43-43, Bernhagen in the lane. Fall away is no good, wide right, rebound loose in the lane. Bernhagen got it back, layup is good. Bernhagen stuck with it. 14 now, check that, 12 for Bernhagen. And a 2-point Warrior lead, 45-43. About 2 minutes gone by, second half. Jers on the baseline, up off the window, that's no good. George rebound is in. Lake George has been impressive again, 7 points, but what he's doing defensively, getting offensive rebounds, he is key. Bernhagen turning toward the baseline. Bernhagen working mid-range on Jers. Fall-away jumper, no good, short, rebound Keller. Chance for the Falcons to get back in front, but they give it away. Boy, Jers, we've seen this happen a few times on each side. Pass is just way too hot. Out of bounds, tried to lob that one up to Keller. That would have been a tight window either way. But it will be Warrior ball, tied at 45. 17-45 and rolling.
What's the play? Nice.
Wojcik step inside the arc. Baseline cut. Van Crete strong to the rim, up and in. He is Mr. Second half for this Warrior team. 6 points now on the night. 47-45. He just seems to flip a switch. And it's going to be an offensive foul on Jared Jers on this end. Check that on Zietlow. It is the third on Zietlow, first on either team. Zietlow will check out, and Karsten is in. Karsten knocked down a couple of threes off the bench in the first half for the Falcons. Brugink into Wojcik with 17:20 left. 47-45 Warriors. Wojcik crossover, near side, Johnson on it. Make crossover again, Wojcik in traffic. It's a tie ball. Arrow belongs to the Falcons. Now, it's one thing once in a while, Wojcik, he has so much more speed than everybody else, but he is slight in stature. And when he gets inside every once in a while, if nobody bites on a head fake, he can get tied up like that or blocked. You love the aggressiveness, though. You don't want to take that away. Karsten left wing behind the screen, open for three. No good, short. Rebound, Keller inside. Wipe it away. A hold on who? Zuliger? Yep. It is the third on Zach. First team on the Warriors with under 17 minutes left now, 16:55. Maddie Farner is going to check back in. And Zuliger will sit with those 3 fouls. MSOE up by 8 again on Benedictine. 15:38 left there. Keller spinning, baseline up, no good. Contact though, and Keller at the free throw line. And we talked about that in the first half. He is just a 43% free throw shooter. He's been there for 6 attempts tonight. He is 2 of 6. It's tough, especially for a guy that draws the contact that he draws. We call Plymouth games, I call Friday night games up in Sheboygan County. Free throw for Keller. That drops right in. So I saw a little bit of Brandon Keller during his time with the Plymouth Panthers. I don't recall that being an issue. Second free throw rattles in, 2 for 2, tie game. (47-47), 16:45 left here. Wojcik, top of the key, Bernhagen. Looking for Farner inside, back to Wojcik. Wojcik, outside catch Van Crete, 18 on the shot clock. Bernhagen near wing. Bernhagen takes a look. Bernhagen down the lane, puts the brakes on, needs help off the leg of Farner, turned over. CUW on the other end, Lake George, hard step in the lane, shot no good. Bernhagen rebound. Bernhagen turning and burning, 3-on-1 break. Bernhagen, Van Crete, reverse lay-in, no good. Ball tipped up a few times, foul called on who? On Bernhagen? And it's going to be on Drew. On a push, second team. Warrior crowd indignant on the far side. Bernhagen checks out, that's his second. So we are still tied at 47. We've been there for about 2 minutes now. 16-15 and running. Jared Jers across the timeline, 4 assists away from setting a single season CUW record. He could get number 3 right here. No good, short for Johnson. Rebound to Maddie Farner. Biesterfeld is in. Biesterfeld hit a couple of threes in the first half. Biesterfeld, handoff to Brugink. Lake George right on it. We are in the under 16 window for a media timeout. Fall away jumper, Brugink, got it away, no good. Whistle underneath is going to be on CUW. And that will get us to the under 16. We'll step aside. Tied at 47. It will be Warrior ball when we come back. 15:46 remaining in the first half. And yeah, now we've got the media timeout. We don't have those all year until tournament time, so even I had to second guess that one. We will step aside. Short break, Warrior ball when we come back, all tied at 47. This is Warrior men's basketball. Back inside the time of Grace Center, John Hensler with you as always. It is a tie game, 47, NACC tournament semifinal round. 2-seed Warriors got that 2 seed by losing a coin flip. They are the co-conference champions, and then they split the regular season series with Benedictine. And then the next tiebreaker is just legitimately a coin flip. How they did it, I don't know. Did the 2 coaches meet? Did they live stream it? Do they make their call before? I don't know. But the Warriors lost that. So they are the 2 seed. Tied with their rival, the Falcons here, 47-47. Meanwhile, MSOE was up by as many as 14 at Benedictine. Benedictine took a brief 1-point lead. Now MSOE is back up by 12. If the Raiders win, the winner of this game will be home for the championship on Saturday. Boy, tough pass and a foul there on Jared Jers. I'm not sure what Jers was doing there. Warriors were trying to lob that back to the timeline on the inbound baseline, and Brugink was back to get it, and Jers followed him and then just grabbed him. I think he easily could have allowed Brugink to catch that and then gotten back. That is the second on Jers, third team. 3 team fouls apiece. Biesterfeld across the timeline. Biesterfeld off to Wojcik. Wojcik crossover in the lane. Wojcik puts the brakes on Trout. Yeah, he lost it. Lost the pivot foot. It'll be Falcon ball. Well, we have been 47-47 for I think almost 3 game minutes now. Jared Jers on the near wing. Karsten, hand off to Jers. Crossover, spinning on Wojcik. Up with the left hand. No good. Rebound Farner. Again, Jers sensing that size mismatch. He took advantage a few times in the first half. That time couldn't coax it down. Biesterfeld on the other end. Out to Wojcik. Thought about a 3. Biesterfeld, right corner. 20 on the shot clock. Biesterfeld will hoist a 3. No good. Short rebound inside Keller. And it's cold on both sides now. Up court quickly. Karsten knocks over Wojcik. It's got to be an offensive foul. Yep. Our CUW crowd is irate. I guess you could say that maybe Wojcik was near the restricted area, but that was pretty obvious from our vantage point. Well, the charge block call will always get the biggest reaction from the team it goes against. Regardless of whether it's the right call or not the right call, it's just how it is. And those are 50-50 calls. I think any official will tell you that call is the hardest in basketball. Brugink, mid-range, no good. Rebound, Farner tied up, I think. And jump ball arrow will belong to the Warriors. Or should at least. Yep. 17 on the shot clock. Well, these teams are ice cold right now. 4 minutes we've been stuck on 47 apiece. Baseline inbound for Biesterfeld. Nobody can buy a basket until that inbound to Van Creet. Low right block. Beautiful backdoor cut. Layup is good. 49-47. Karsten, Lake George, and now Johnson near wing, picked up by Van Creet. Van Creet, a tenacious on-ball defender. Right on his hip, crossover, ooh, step back Johnson, halfway down, no good. Rebound, Lake George up and in. Lake George's offensive rebounding has been a big difference maker tonight. Lake George now with 9. Biesterfeld, step inside the arc, hand off to Van Creet. Lost it momentarily, Biesterfeld picked it up. 20 on the shot clock, 6 minutes gone by, second half, tied at 49. Matty Farner, top of the key. Van Creet right side, Biesterfeld open, 3-ball, corner pocket, got it! Third 3 for Biesterfeld. It is a 52-49 lead. Under the 14-minute mark, a lot of time here. Jers loads up a 3, that's way off the mark. Long rebound to Biesterfeld. Zietlow going to check back in at the next break. Zuliger for the Warriors. Miscommunication in transition, knocked out of bounds by CUW. Luckily for the Warriors, that hit a Falcon hand. It will be a side-out inbound for the Warriors. Brugink will trigger the inbound. 52-49 Warriors. Biesterfeld, who has hit 3 threes off the bench. Biesterfeld down the lane. Double teamed out to Bernhagen, left wing. Bernhagen behind his back. Van Creet mid-range, driving baseline, dump it off to Bernhagen. Wide open, shot no good. Tip in for Brugink. Brugink now with 14, 54-49. 5-point lead. Warriors have led by as many as 8. CUW has led by as many as 5. Keller working on Zuliger, up with the right hand, good and 1. It's a tough matchup for Zuliger. Keller is a little stronger probably and bigger, not by a lot. But Keller has a lot of really good low post moves. He'll back you down. Zuliger tried to stick with him. That's his 4th now, I believe, or 3rd at least. 4th team. See if Keller, yeah, that's the 4th on Zuliger. See if Keller can convert the 3-point play. 54-51. Got it. 54-52. 13:03 left here. Alex Antoni checks back in. Boy, MSOE now up by 14 again. 10.5 left at Benedictine. Close to knocking off the 1 seed. 2-point lead for the Warriors here. Bernhagen right side. Bernhagen. Hand off to Maddie Farner in between the rings. Brugink working on Lake George. Brugink shot is up, no good. Contact though, that is the third on Lake George. And free throws on the way for Brugink with 12:46 remaining. So Brugink will step to the charity stripe here.
Your shoes untied.
Got it. 55-52, 15 now for the conference's leading scorer and likely player of the year. Have they had those awards out already? It's possible. I don't think so. I think that'll all happen this week. Second free throw is in. There have been a lot of good players in the conference. I just can't think of anybody that's done the variety of things that Brugink has done in addition to being the leading scorer in the conference. For first place team. Foul on Bernhagen, trying to hold Zietlow. That is the fifth on the Warriors, 5 team fouls apiece. After the 2 Brugink makes, Warriors are up by 4. Side out inbound here for Jers and the Falcons. 12:38 left. Antony to Johnson, picked up by Van Crete. 15 on the shot clock. Screen set to his right. Johnson hanging, shooting, no good. Back bracket, back tap, rebound to Zietlow. Boy, CUW has been extremely good on the glass. Zietlow in the lane, floater good. 56-54, 7 for Zietlow. 12:10 left here. Just about to the under 12 window. Brugink in the lane, off balance, got it. 58-54, 18 now for Brugink. He's starting to turn it on. Now we talked about it pregame. He is just one of those guys. Persinger in the middle and finishes at the rim. No, halfway down, back out. Zietlow got it up and in. Persinger with a beautiful spin around Brugink, missed the layup. But I think maybe the Warriors thought that was going in and started to go the other way. It popped back out. Zietlow was right there. 9 now for Zietlow. 2-point game again. Maddie Farner up, rejected from behind. Jers takes it. Jers behind the back, free throw line, down the lane, lost the handle, picked up by Johnson. Can't hit point blank range, but a foul called late. And Johnson will have free throws. Farner picks up his second, now 4th. Boy, Warriors have low post foul problems. Farner has 4, Zuliger has 4. And we are under 12 now, so we'll take immediate timeout. Free throws for Concordia when we come back. If they hit 2, they can tie it. And you got to wonder if Big John Bailey is going to get back into this game. Zuliger with 4, Farner with 4. We'll step aside. Back with more. This is Warrior Men's Basketball. Back inside the time of Grace Center. John Hensler with you here. We've got a real good one. 11:20 remaining. 58-56. Warriors up by 2, but Johnson can tie the game with a couple of free throws here. NACC Tournament semifinal round. Winner on to the NACC Championship game on Saturday. The other semifinal right now tightening up again. Ben U within 8 against MSOE. 8:16 remaining there. 56-48 Raiders. Free throw is in. Front iron, backboard, and through. Johnson now with 13, averages about 19 a game. Second free throw, good. Tied up again. Tied at halftime, tied with 11:20 left. 58-58. Biesterfeld across the timeline. Biesterfeld, Brugink, Bernhagen, Bailey is back in with Van Crete. Bailey, typically an end-of-the-game kind of guy most of the year, but because of foul trouble, had to play 2 minutes in the first half. He's back in now. Van Crete hard to the rim. Contact foul. Free throws on the way. Johnson picks up his second, 6th team. Each team with 16 fouls. Everything's tied right now. Yeah, Big John Bailey, 6'10", junior. Again, he is maybe the 11th or 12th man off the bench normally, but because of low post foul trouble, played 2 quality minutes in the first half. Free throw no good. And again, Zuliger with 4 and Farner with 4 now, so Bailey back in, having to provide big minutes on a big stage. My former head coach Skip Noon is pacing on the sideline. Free throw for Van Crete is in. 1 point lead for the Warriors, 59-58. Coach Noon retired 3 years ago, and Coach Onenson took over from there. This is Coach Onenson's first trip to the NACC tournament with the Warriors. Johnson for three, no good. Back bracket, another offensive rebound. Anthony shot up and in. 1 point CUW lead. Warriors, if they drop this one tonight, are going to kick themselves for the offensive rebounds given up. 60-59, CUW up by one. Their crowd wants defense. Biesterfeld, step inside the arc. Biesterfeld turning to Bailey, didn't have his hands ready, dives on it, tries to get a timeout, and he does. Bailey laid out to save that ball after the entry pass was a touch low, and that saves the possession. 10:25 left, it's a 30. We'll step aside. Warrior ball down one when we come back. This is Warrior men's basketball. Back inside the time of Grace Center, 10:25 left here. Warriors down a point with the ball and 12 on the shot clock coming out of the timeout. Been a very entertaining game. John Hensler with you as always. Appreciate you joining us online at WLCsports.com or on the Warrior app. NU coming back on their home floor, down 7 now with 7 minutes left. The Eagles are the 1 seed, the Raiders the 5 seed. Keep our eye on that. They are in their under 8 media timeout. I don't know, they must just be in a team timeout. No, yeah, under 8, every 4 minutes. Wojcik will inbound baseline left. Wojcik will lob it to the other side of the timeline. Brugink tracks it down. Brugink will come up against Persinger. 8 on the shot clock. Brugink in the lane, puts the brakes on. Fall away jumper, good. Contested, hand in his face, he got it. 1 point Warrior lead, 61-60. 10:08 left here. Jurors behind the screen, top of the key. Double dribble, no, travel. Slid that foot. Warrior ball up by a point, 61-60. I'd love to see John Bailey get the ball low here and throw one down. That would get this crowd riled up. 10-minute mark here, 3-quarter pole. Warriors up by a point. With the ball, Wojcik near wing. They're switching on everything defensively right now. Brugink in rhythm for three, got it! First 3-point attempt of the night, he drilled it. Brugink all of a sudden has 23. We talked about that pregame. He's the kind of player where he averages about 25 a game, but they happen quietly every night. 64-60, step back, Johnson for the answer, got it. What a shot and a response. 1 point game again, 9:25 left here. 64-63 Warriors with the ball. Wojcik to his left. Wojcik, Brugink, curling, Brugink, hit in the lane, no call, lost the ball, turnover. 3-on-2 break, Johnson filling the lane, layup is good. 1 point CUW lead, 65-64. 9 minutes to go. Anxious moments here. Wojcik, handoff to Brugink. Brugink, turn and burn, in the lane, spinning, hanging, high arcing shot. Kiss the front iron, no good. Force that one. Rebound CUW. So much time here. No reason to jack up a shot. And he's been good about not doing that all year. Maybe force that one. Johnson lost it on the way up. Out of bounds, it is CUW ball. 17 to shoot. Lake George back in. Biesterfeld returns. That's probably another reason that Brugink wanted it offensively with George on the bench. Zuliger in for Bailey. Bailey again. 3 good minutes here. Playing hard. Front court in big-time foul trouble for the Warriors. 4 for Zuliger, 4 for Farmer. 8:39 left. Jurors lobbing to Zietlow, top of the key. Zietlow running down the lane, lost the handle. It's got to be a travel, yep. Warrior ball. .8:35 left here. Brugink into Wojcik. Wojcik sets the table. Wojcik, Zuliger, top of the key. Zuliger, Wojcik, head fake on a 3. Bernhagen got his man in the air, rolls it inside to Zuliger. Zuliger out to Biesterfeld, would be his 4th 3. Line it up again. 12 now for Biesterfeld, the senior, stepping up. 2-point Warrior lead, 67-65, 8 minutes left. Screen to the top, Johnson, mid-range, working on Biesterfeld. Johnson, fall away, Glasser, pure. Johnson has had the counterpunch every time down. We are tied again, 20 for Johnson, under 8. 7:45 left, we're in the immediate timeout window. Wojcik, handoff to Brugink. Brugink down the lane, offensive foul on Wojcik. He tried to hold Lake George, I think, by the jersey for a split second so Brugink could get around. And that will lead to the under 8 media timeout. 7:41 left. Tied at halftime, or rather 3-point Warrior lead at halftime, but tied basically the entire second half, it feels like. We are tied again at 67 apiece. Falcon ball when we come back. This is Warrior men's basketball. Back inside the time of Grace Center, 7:41 left here. We are knotted up at 67 apiece. It'll be Falcon ball coming out of the timeout. MSOE up by 6 at Benedictine, 3:33 left there. And we'll have that final, you would think, before this one, so we'll know whether or not the winner of this game will be hosting the NACC championship game on Saturday or not. You would think the Eagles have one more run in them, with 3 minutes and change remaining there. Side out inbound for the Falcons. One more under 4 media timeout. 2 timeouts left for the Warriors, 3 for CUW. 17 fouls on the Warriors, 6 on CUW. Johnson, pull up, baseline, rattles it in. Johnson, big shots. 22 now. 2-point CUW lead, 69-67. Wojcik to his right. Wojcik at the top. Bernhagen was open. Near side. Brugink for 3. Got it. Andrew Brugink. 70-69. Warriors up by a point. 7-minute mark here. Ooh, nice hook from Jers in the lane. Keller right into Zuliger. That's up and down. No call. Shot no good. Loose ball underneath. Lake George is up and good. 1-point CUW lead. I guess they're saying Zuliger got his hand on that, so he was allowed to catch it after he lobbed it up there short. Zuliger had to be careful with 4 fouls. Warriors down a point. Brugink, 3, no good. Wide left, long rebound out of bounds. It'll be Falcon ball, 6:35 left. Alex Van Crete in for Biesterfeld. Biesterfeld, quality off the bench tonight. No, he'll stay in. Wojcik will check out. Biesterfeld has 12, 4 threes knocked down tonight. CUW ball, 6:35 and running, up by a point, 71-70. Jers in between the rings. Johnson, screen set high left. That's a moving screen. Yep. Van Crete sensed that coming and got a step up on the screener. And then I think that was Lake George trying to move with him. Guilty of the foul. Now they call it on Keller, his 3rd, team 7. So both teams are in the 1-and-1. Because of the nature of that foul, that won't be shooting, obviously. Off ball. 6:20 left and running. Warriors down a point. 71-70, reaching on Lake George. Oh boy, CUW fans are hopping. If that's a clean pick, George has nobody around him for a dunk on the other end. He had a quick jab at that one. Looked like it was maybe clean. The Warrior crowd is clapping at the CUW crowd. 6:18 left here. Brugink will have free throws. 1-and-1. George is good for 2 or 3 clean steals like that a game, it feels like. Front end of the 1-and-1 for Brugink. Gotta have it, he got it. We're tied. Oh, it looks like MSOE is gonna win. They are up by 10 with 2 to go. Still time there, obviously, but the Raiders are knocking on the door of upsetting the number 1 team in the tournament, which would mean the winner of this game will host on Saturday. Second free throw for Brugink is up. It is in. 1-point Warrior lead, 72-71. Yeah, 67-57, MSOE with 2 to go. They've led almost the whole way. Jers, baseline, Johnson up in. Another assist for Jers as he inches closer to a school record. 24 for Johnson. What a game. 73-72. Brugink down the lane, lost his footing, puts the brakes on, shot blocked, loose ball, grabbed by Karsten. CUW goes the other way, 5:50 left. 73-72 Falcons. Johnson picked up by Van Crete. Johnson's been hot. Left wing, double team. Johnson, stutter step, baseline, layup good. Johnson is having a night. Jordan Johnson with 26 now. 75-72 CUW. Biesterfeld looking inside, rolling into Zuliger, going to work on Jers. Zuliger up and under, contact, it's no good. Free throws though coming up for Zach Zuliger. 5:22 left here. MSOE up by 10, 90 seconds left there at Benedictine. Well, you've got to appreciate the kind of game Jordan Johnson has had overall, but especially in the second half. 26, a lot of those in the second half. Johnson had 11 at halftime, so 15, and he has hit big shot after big shot in the last 5 minutes. That is the fourth foul on Keller. Yeah, they'll allow Anthony to check in. So front end of the 1-and-1, huge here for Zuliger. Zuliger only 52% on the year, got it to go. Holy cow, that's a big shot. 75-73, one more coming up here to get his team within one. Got it. Clutch free throws from Zuliger, 75-74. Matty Farner checks back in, he's playing with 4. Warriors down a point, CUW ball, 5:20 left. Jers striding across the timeline. Screen to his right, Jers crossing to his left, in the lane, shot up off the window, no good. Another offensive rebound, guess who? Jordan Johnson up and in. Boy, the Warriors have just been eaten alive on the offensive glass. 77-74, 3-point CUW lead. Got to overcome that somehow. Brugink in the lane, contact, whistle, and it'll be 2 shots. So Brugink back to the free throw line with 4:54 to go. We are inching closer to a final at Benedictine, a minute left. 12-point MSOE lead now. So Brugink at the free throw line, he has 28. Johnson has 28. Free throw is good. The 2 top scorers on their teams going back and forth tonight. Warriors back within 2. Wojcik returns. Got them both calmly. 30 now for Brugink, 28 for Johnson. 1-point game, 4:50 left. Jers across the timeline. Johnson catching near wing. Anthony at the top. Johnson, I don't think you're going to want it in anybody else's hands right now. Johnson working on Van Crete. Johnson, big crossover. Van Crete with him step for step. Johnson off balance. He got another one. Holy moly. Johnson has entered fuego mode. Holy cow. 30 for Jordan Johnson. 79-76. Can Brugink answer? Brugink down the lane. Matty Farner. That's got to be goaltend. Yep. Call was a fraction of a second late, and the Warrior crowd was ready to erupt if that didn't get called. On a dime from Brugink, Matty Farner has 4, and the Warriors are within a point again. Can they get a stop? Can he stop number 24? Jers, Anthony in between the rings. Zietlow left elbow. They want to get it to him, obviously. Jers top of the key. Hand off to Johnson, back near the timeline, 4-minute mark here. One-on-one with Van Crete. Screen set high left, hedge double team. Farner almost picked his pocket, and there's a foul on Van Crete. That is the 8th team 1-on-1 coming up. Just got into him a little too much. We'll have an under 4 media timeout. 3:54 left. Concordia by a point. Johnson will have a front end of the 1-and-1 when we come back. This is Warrior men's basketball. Back inside the time of Grace Center, 3:54 left here. 1 point CUW lead. They'll have 1 and 1 free throws coming out of this timeout. 9 point MSOE lead at Benedictine, 40 seconds left there. 71-62, now 35 seconds left there. Wow, this has been the Jordan Johnson, Andrew Brugink show for the last 5 minutes. Just punch, counter punch, punch, counter punch. Brugink has 30, Johnson has 30. And he will try to add to that here. Front end of the 1-and-1. Shot is up and in. 80-78. 31 for Johnson. Feels like he hasn't missed in about 5 minutes. Second free throw is good. He is in a zone. 32 for Johnson, 81-78. 3-point lead again for CUW. Now can the Warriors again get within 1 or tie this up? Brugink with Zietlow on him. Brugink, top of the key, working in the lane. Brugink knifing in between defenders, no good. Gets his own rebound, up and in, and 1. Potential three-point play, 81-80. Brugink stuck with it. He was getting hammered in the paint. Missed on the first, got it back, put it in, and the contact. Benedictine now within 6, 30 seconds left. Free throw for Brugink is up, it is good. Tie game, 81-81. 3:38 left here. What more could you want? Semi-final game, big crowd, rivalry matchup. It's been tight the whole second half. It's been tight all game. 81-81. Johnson telling his team to clear out. He'll load up a three. Got it. Holy moly. 35 for Johnson. It's back to a three-point Concordia lead, 84-81. Brugink, top of the key. Brugink spinning. Brugink needs help, trying to squeeze it out. Brugink has been in the lane a long time. Lost it, turned over. Oh, and CUW can really shift into the driver's seat here with 3 minutes to go. Up by 3 with the ball, 84-81. Can anybody stop Jordan Johnson? Johnson, baseline, shot, up, offensive foul. As he ran over Bernhagen, so it will be Warrior ball, down 3, 2:53 left here. Benedictine all of a sudden is within 3. 23 seconds left. The Eagles are narrowing the gap. They were just down 12 with a minute left. Now MSOE up by 5, 19 seconds left. 2:53 to go here. Warriors down 3 with the ball. Brugink has 33. Johnson has 35. This is an all-timer. Bernhagen, left wing. Van Crete at the top. Wojcik catching left elbow. 18 on the shot clock. 2:40 and rolling. Brugink open for 3 and the tie. No good. Back bracket. Van Crete rebound. Van Crete spinning. Van Crete lost his footing. Contact travels. Van Crete tried to get that back up after he got the rebound, but his defender kind of bailed out. And then Van Crete just stumbled. Timeout taken by Coach Onenson. They have 1 left. It's a full. CUW up by 3. 2:32 left. It'll be Falcon ball when we come back. This is Warrior men's basketball. Back inside the time of Grace Center. John Hensler with you here. If you're tuning in, we appreciate it. It's been a treat. 84-81. CUW up by 3. 2:32 left. It'll be Falcon ball coming out of this timeout. Warriors have 1 timeout left. Falcons have 3. And this is now the second or third time the Falcons have had a chance up 3 with the ball to open it up to a 2-possession game. Andrew Brugink and Jordan Johnson have been phenomenal. 33 from Brugink, 35 from Johnson. I honestly don't think Johnson has missed in the second half. That's how good he's been. He got called for a charge, but I think that's it. And you know they'll be looking for number 24 here. He is feeling it. And if you're a Warrior fan, you're saying, at some point, law of averages has to take over, doesn't it? Due for a few misses. This has been wildly entertaining. Everything you want it to be. And again, Ben Yu has narrowed a 12-point game down to 3 in the matter of 40 seconds. Now down by 4 with 12 seconds left. Johnson top of the key. If anybody other than number 24 shoots here, I'll be surprised. Jers crossover in the lane, had raked away, loose ball on the ground, tied up, who wants it? And is it a timeout or a jump ball? Jump ball arrow belongs to CUW. Side out inbound with 10 on the shot clock. Good hustle by everybody there. As soon as that ball was loose, it was like sharks to chum. Everybody diving in there. Need to mop that up. 2:11 left here. Warriors desperately need to stop. Down 3, 84-81. And Biesterfeld will check in here for Van Creek. Biesterfeld, Brugink, Farner, Bernhagen, Wojcik. 2:11 left. Johnson will trigger the inbound. And he will get it right back. 8 to shoot. He'll take a 3 in front of his crowd. It is in. Side iron, backboard in. That's the kind of zone he's in. And all of a sudden, it's a 6-point CUW lead. Unbelievable. 87-81. He is in some kind of zone. Wojcik, screen right, Warriors need it. Biesterfeld for 3, desperately no good, short. Farner gets his hand on the rebound, it's out of bounds off of CUW. Zietlow last to touch, 1:43 left, 20 on the shot clock. Well, Warriors need something here. I can't believe that shot went in. 38 for Johnson. He has not missed a shot. That hit the side iron high off the backboard and went in. I mean, what can you do? And it was contested, and it was deep. Coach Onenson wants an explanation about something here. A minute 43 left. His team they really need a 3. But you've got to get anything out of this. I think we're set to go here now. Now we'll have a conversation with the scorers table. It is a final from Benedictine. MSOE has knocked off the number 1 seed. So the winner of this game is going to host the NACC championship game on Saturday. And the Warriors come back, down 6 with a minute 43 left. Lob it to the top, Biesterfeld, Wojcik. Back to Biesterfeld, 15 to shoot, Bernhagen. Bernhagen, deep 3, no good. Wide left, rebound Zietlow. Now what do you do? Down 6, 90 seconds left. Gonna try to D up here. Jers will take it across the timeline, shadowed by Wojcik. Jers spinning. Back outside, handoff to Johnson. Bernhagen almost got that. 15 to shoot, a minute 15 left. 87-81 CUW. Johnson, here comes the double. Bernhagen, Johnson, fall away. Unbelievable. You can't stop him. He's got 40. A minute left, 8-point lead. Wojcik needed for 3, near wing, no good. Rebound Zietlow, and it is CUW ball. I mean, it's hard to describe how hot Jordan Johnson is. That was a contested fall away on the baseline from 18 feet, and it was nothing but net. 58 seconds left here. 89-81 CUW, and now free throws for Zietlow. 40 for Johnson. He had 11 at halftime.
I ain't never seen it. 40!
Zietlow gets it, 90-81. This is going to be real tough. Warriors had it within 1 several times in the last 2 minutes. Second free throw, no good, so down 9. Got to go here. Rebound to Brugink, 54 seconds left. Brugink on the other end. Brugink stop and pop for 3, no good. Back bracket, rebound is up and taken by CUW. Got to foul Keller here, yep. I don't think it'd be a bad idea to foul Keller on purpose the rest of the way. Maddie Farner is fouled out. So 2 free throws here for Keller. 46 seconds left, 90-81. CUW with their largest lead of the night. A couple of fans filing out. This is going to be a bitter pill. Warriors played from the front a lot tonight. Led by 3 at halftime. It was tied, really just felt like tied for most of the second half. And then Jordan Johnson went into another world. If you've ever played the video game NBA Jam, and they say he's on fire and the net's on fire, that's Jordan Johnson. I mean, he just can't miss.
Maybe next year.
Free throw for Keller, 43% the line, got it. Now 10-point game now, 46 seconds left. One timeout left. Resigned look settling in on the faces of the Warrior bench. Second free throw is good. All right, 43% the line, Keller knocked him down. 92-81, Wojcik, you need a three. Biesterfeld, Wojcik, somebody's got to just pop one here. Wojcik down the lane, off the glass, no good, and a foul on CUW. It's on Keller. He's out. 37 seconds left. Couple of free throws here for Wojcik, but yep, Keller will exit. He had a big game too. 15 points. For a 43% free throw shooter, he knocks down big free throws. So Wojcik at the free throw line. Good. Makes it a 10-point game, but you're gonna need a miracle here. Second free throw is in. 92-83, 9-point game, 37 seconds left. Randy Johnson is in. Inbound to Jordan Johnson. Got a foul here. Jordan Johnson, pass is deflected, stolen. Bernhagen right wing. Bernhagen outside, Wojcik, gotta have it for three. No good. Oh. And a quick foul after a rebound to Jers. Well, if you would have gotten that, it could have gotten interesting, down 6. Oh, you got the steal you wanted. Well, this has been a combination in the last 2 minutes of Jordan Johnson just going nuts, and the Warriors getting cold at the wrong time. Free throw is good for Jers. I don't think Jers is going to get to that assist record tonight, but now, with likely another game, and at home, you would think he will set the single season assist record at CUW. Second free throw in. 94-83. Bernhagen struggling, throws one up. It is no good. Rebound loose, CUW ball. Johnson fouled, 11 seconds left, and Johnson will be allowed to put an exclamation point, and that is appropriate. 40 points for Jordan Johnson tonight. He had 11 at halftime. And I'm not joking. This is not hyperbole. I don't think that he missed from the field. We'll look when we get the final stats. At the half, Jordan Johnson had 11 points on 4 of 10 shooting. He was in a different realm in the second half, and he gets the free throw. 41 now. And they ran everything through him. Warriors had good defense on him. He just knocked him down. You tip your cap. Falcon crowd serenading him now. Second free throw is good, 42. Brugink across the timeline. Brugink in the lane. Brugink layup is blocked. And that will do it. Or did they call a foul here? Nope. Final seconds tick away. CUW. Gotta give it to him. Came on the road. Knock off the co-champion Warriors 96-83. The final here tonight. We'll step aside. We're going to get some final stats. I'm curious to see the shot chart for Johnson in the second half as compared to the first half, and whether or not he maybe missed a shot. We'll find out. We'll wrap it up when we come back. Concordia wins 96-83. This is Warrior men's basketball. Back inside the time of Grace Center. Final score again, 96-83. Concordia is on to the NACC championship game, and because MSOE beat number 1 Benedictine tonight, they are going to host that game with the Raiders on Saturday night. So the story of this game is Jordan Johnson. Now, he wasn't perfect in the second half. It just felt like he was. He was 4 of 10 with 11 points at the end of the first half. In the second half, he ends up total 16 of 26. And 45 points on 5 of 7 from beyond the arc, 8 of 9 at the free throw line. I honestly don't think he missed with under 10 minutes left. Every big play, every big shot he knocked down, whether it was open, whether it was contested, whether it was at the rim, whether it was a three, it didn't matter. He hit everything. 45 points from Jordan Johnson, 10 from Joey Zietlow, 15 and 11 from Brandon Keller. Lake George played tremendous defense, had 11 points and 6 rebounds on the night. Warriors led by Andrew Brugink, 33, great game in his own right, 10 of 25, 11 of 11 at the free throw line. He went toe-to-toe for a while with Johnson, and they went back and forth, but eventually Johnson pulled away. 12 from Bernhagen, 12 from Colin Biesterfeld off the bench, 9 from Andrew Wojcik, 9 from Alex Van Creet, 4 and 6 from Matty Farner, 4 off the bench from Zach Zuliger as well for the Warriors. Warriors shot 42%, Concordia 52%, and that is the Johnson factor late, and they shot 53% from beyond the arc, 8 of 15. Warriors just 7 of 20, 35%. The other big stat in this one, offensive rebounds. CUW had 18, Warriors had just 10. Second chance points, 29-13 in favor of CUW. So in addition to Johnson, we talked about the offensive rebounding most of the game. That was key. CUW did well in the first half. They got better in the second half, got a lot of second chance looks, plus 16 on second chance points on the night. Player of the game for the Warriors is Andrew Brugink, Warrior of the game. That's what we do in the post game, Warrior of the game, but you've got to give it to Jordan Johnson. I mean, I don't know that I've seen somebody get that hot at this level the way he did. And to pour in 45 on the road with your team down, get them back in front, and then seal the game late. The biggest play of the game was probably his luckiest shot. All of them, for the most part, under 10 minutes were pure, right through. But when the Falcons were up 84-81, he hit a shot on the near wing that hit the side iron, went straight up off the backboard, and then went through. And that's when you knew it's just one of those nights for Jordan Johnson. That put CUW up by 6 with under 2 to go, and that made things really difficult on the Warriors, who could not connect late. So unfortunately, the Warriors season comes to an end. What a year it was, though. First time they've been co-champions in 18 years. They are back in the tournament for the first time in 4 seasons, have a lot to build on going into next year and a lot to be proud of this year. Unfortunately, their season does come to an end maybe a step or two before they really wanted it to. Final score again, CUW 96, Warriors 83. If you've been following along with Warrior men's basketball all season, we certainly appreciate your ears. It's so much fun to call these games and be a part of this program. We'll be back after it next year. Now, there is a chance we could have one more game for you. That would be the Warrior women at home. They would need an upset on Friday night of Benedictine, and then the Warrior women have to beat number 2 Edgewood in Madison. We'll keep our eye on that on Friday night. If those circumstances come to be, then it could be that the Warrior women would host the NACC championship game here as a 3 seed on Sunday afternoon. Not likely, but in the realm. So we could be joining you then. If not, that'll end our season here. We'll be back after it next year. This has been a production of Warrior Basketball Online.